I want to encourage you to sit still, because only when you sit still can you actually truly hear the wisdom of your divine compass. You get away from all the noise, you get away from all the he say, she say, you get away from all the perceived successful people. Remember, success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. Imagine if everybody was termed or deemed successful. That would mean if you're a teacher, you're successful. If you're a garbage man, you're successful. And they make very good money, by the way. If you are a motivational speaker, you're successful. If you're a YouTuber, you're a success. If you are homeless, man or woman, you're a success. Then what would be the definition of what would it really look like to be successful? That's the point. You get to define that for yourself. It doesn't have to look like everything or everyone else. Because I guarantee you, even if you do gain all the things that you see in the matrix, that you see that you want to accumulate or consume, and just to have because someone else has it and they seem to be successful, you're not going to be truly fulfilled, because there's an innate light within you that is kind of looking at you like, but I'm already fulfilled within. You're looking outside to what you want to define as fulfillment, when fulfillment is already you. You are fulfillment. You are whole. You're already complete. Granted, yes, in this third dimensional reality, you do need finances. You do need money. Money is a beautiful energy, is a great tool. And the more you tap into aligning with that current, the easier it is to magnetize to you new experiences, right? For you to get new opportunities, new income opportunities, for it to come to you from expected and unexpected ways. However, at the same time, you utilize it for the things that you need, the things that you want to experience, but you magnetize that to you because you already are that. It's kind of like the magnet is within you. But if you go and deliberately put in the work, the effort, the time, the energy to get those things, you're depleting the connection between you and your inner magnet, which can align you with everything that you want to experience in life. Can you release control over the things that you think you want in your life? Can you release needing to be in a relationship, wanting to be in a relationship, needing to have a child at a certain age, needing to buy a home, needing to get this or get that? Now, granted, even a car, like some people might be like, well, I can't even go to work without a car, so I don't know what you're talking about. I get that. I'm not saying you are a car, but I am saying you could magnetize to you an experience where you'll get the car a lot easier from expected and unexpected ways. You don't have to necessarily go and kill yourself for 2 years and just to get that car. Some anything could happen too. You could successfully enjoy that car for the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, or you could get into an accident and you'll be fine, but the car is totaled. Or because you're putting so much attention and emphasis on this thing, as you can already see, everything is usually has a life cycle. It comes in and it goes out. And there's some things that can last for a long time, which is a beautiful thing. But even then, that has a life cycle. Even that has a life cycle. Either if you're in a relationship for one day or 3 months and the person ghosts you, or you're married for 56, 70 years, that also has a life cycle. But knowing this, how much of you are you taking account to tap into your inner self, to just be quiet, to just be still? Because I know it could be uncomfortable to just not hear anything or to hear everything that's going on in your head. Can you just let the thoughts pass by? Be aware of them. Not take them in like your own. Not take them in as something that you need to do. And I find myself doing this. And I used to do this probably when I first started to get into esoteric and occult knowledge, because I wanted to detach from other people's thoughts, other people's ideas, other people's projection of my life. Even when I was, doing fitness and we had over 100,000 followers on Facebook, that was fun. But then I shifted, I changed. It wasn't just a matter of being physically fit. I wanted to be spiritually fit, emotionally fit. So I got into more metaphysics, the occult, knowledge of self. I self-lore master, all of that. And that really that really had me tap into like the Tao way of thinking, just releasing all control over all things, including the ego, and trying to figure out the difference between you and the ego, the I, the me, the ego, the itself. And it's challenging, but the more you practice, the more you do it, the better you get at it. Because it doesn't matter where you go, you get to be fulfilled within yourself. It doesn't matter who you're with, you get to be happy within yourself. It doesn't matter what you do. You get to validate yourself and what you're doing and who you are and how it's showing up. You get to do the work in yourself. You get to do the shadow work. You get to heal your inner child. You get to love and truly care for yourself. This full moon in Cancer, y'all, is no joke. I don't know about y'all. Type in the comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you're experiencing right now. But inner deep reflection right now that's going on. And I do see a lot of people are struggling too. And I really wish them, and you, if you are one of them, clarity and peace over your mind, so you can open up yourself to do something different, to vibrate in a different energy, a space of calmness, of knowingness that you are complete and whole. In this very moment, you lack nothing. In this very moment, you don't really desire anything. You're just listening. And sometimes you probably find yourself listening and listening so much now you just don't want to listen at all. At least not to anything outside of you. You just want to listen to nature. I remember I used to want to try to hear the sunrise. I was in Brooklyn at the time. It was way too noisy. Okay? Too noisy. But there's so much peace and stillness. I think this is a great antidote as well. I think I mentioned the antidotes that's going to be top priority is meditation and something else I said, prayer maybe, declarations. But stillness is definitely going to be a top 3, top 5 max, because you get the answers that you need in due time. Don't rush it. Maybe it is time for you to just pause and truly be still and reflect and not do anything. And maybe you think it's just for this week, for this month. It could be for this year. Can you sit with that? Maybe that is the year of the snake, being able to sit somewhere and just slough out all of that skin, however long it takes you, for you to be in that dark night of the soul in the shadow. And I know exactly when this is going to be over, but knowing that it's going to be over. Maybe for you not to just have a plan and always going to go and do this and do that because that's what you always do, right? That's where you move forward. That's how you progress in life. And trust me, when I first started, I was a self-development junkie, aka guru. And I like how I went into self-development first and then merged into spiritual development, because it went from being, oh, I want to be a success, I want to be this, I want to be that, to, and that time was needed in my life. It was needed to having a successful business online. I wrote my first book. It was needed. I did a few speaking engagements, and then also making time for the surrendering of new experiences, new type of people that I get to have in my life. Maybe it's a moment of stillness. Maybe it's a moment of enjoying nature. All of those things are all part of the whole. You enjoy the light and you enjoy the darkness. Now, maybe you might not enjoy the darkness, but it serves its purpose and you embrace that. Easier said than done, as usual. But you are a complicated, multi-dimensional being that is also beautiful. So embrace every aspect of that. One of the ways that assists me in coming out of the matrix, like some of my peoples that I know would say, is really taking control back of your mind, ending the game by doing just that. I don't know if some of you guys remember the movie Player One, Ready Player One. He ended the game by doing the complete opposite of what everyone else was doing. Everyone was going forward, he went backwards. And he was the first and the only one to go backwards. And then by doing that, you look weird, you look crazy, people are talking about you, they think something is wrong with you. That's not the way the game goes. Why you're going this way? Meanwhile, it was a loophole the entire time because everyone is looking at that way. And I think about it in this analogy. When I used to go to my nursing gigs, I had to be there at 7 a.m. And some of you, if you're in Brooklyn, you know that 7 a.m., 8 a.m., it's like a rush. So I used to leave like 6:50, mind you. From where I was staying to where my case was, because I worked in home care, where my case was, it was probably on a traffic day, it would be like 45 minutes. Okay. I would get there in 7 minutes. Why? Because everyone was taking Flatbush Avenue. I took Rogers. This was before they added bus stops to Rogers, the bus line to Rogers Avenue. I took Rogers. And if you know Rogers is one light, all the lights are green. You're gone. You are gone. I would leave the house at 6:50 and get there at like 6:57 driving and clocking at 7, doing something completely different what other people do, even coming back 7 p.m. if I'm coming back late. And I used to do 12-hour shifts, so when I'm coming back, again, everyone is on Bedford, everyone is on Flatbush. I used to take the streets, 37, 38th Street. There's no lights, only stop signs, but there's no cars there. I don't know why everybody want to be in the lane with everybody else. And there's so many other avenues. There's so many other ways to get to and fro where you're going. So same thing in your life. If everyone is busy and hurrying, and this is only if it's in alignment with you, if it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, it's all good. Maybe share it with somebody that it will resonate with, and do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. Everyone is grinding, doing this, doing that. Maybe you just need to rest. Winter solstice definitely talks about that too. Or maybe this is a good time to rest, but also implement some type of balance, work and rest. But don't overwork for the goal or obtainment of something. Just do it because it's enjoyable. Do it because that's something that you really want to do, and you know that you get to balance it with something else that you really want to do that is more fun, that brings more joy, like dancing, painting, going to watch a movie with yourself or a friend, going to the beach. I used to work nights, and then I'm going to end this video, but hit the like and the subscribe if you're resonating with this message and it's helping you as well. I used to work nights, 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., right? Just so that I would be free to go to the beach at 12 p.m., 1 p.m., while everyone else is at work. And people are doing the opposite. Everyone's going to work from 9 to 5. But I knew that I wanted to catch the sun. I love the sun. Even when I'm looking for an apartment, I want to make sure it has a lot of sun out here. And even in Ghana, sometimes they like to put the dark windows. I don't like that. Sometimes I want, let me put curtains, okay? Because I need all the bright light. I need the natural lighting. I need the sun. I need the beach and I need the sun. So I used to make sure that I'm gonna work nights 3 days a week, four nights a week, 3 nights a week. As long as I know that I had the day to myself, I could go check out the businesses. The businesses are open during the day. I could go to the beach for 2 hours, 3 hours in the middle of the day while everyone is at work. And I think some people used to be like, don't she work? Doesn't she do anything? Yeah, but I was just doing things differently because I had to preserve my own peace. And sometimes that looked lonely, right? Because no one else is on that schedule. Everyone is working at 9 to 5. Everyone is working during the day, you know. And let me not generalize, not everyone. There are a few people that are working nights as well, because I knew a few. I knew several actually, but some of them also was sleeping during the day because they worked at night. And I'm like, let me just, I could nap till 12, 1, and then go enjoy the rest of the day before I have to go back to work, or even enjoy that for 3, 4 hours and then go take a nap 2 hours before I have to go back to work. Sleep in the morning, go do what I gotta do. You know, you create your own reality. Become the Neo or the Neoette in the Matrix. And again, as you can see in the Matrix, it could be very lonely. So when you do find those that walk the same type of path with you, you honor that. In doing that, you strengthen your emotional intelligence, you strengthen your spirituality, you start to do different type of practices. I started to implement so many things like Merkaba field, Reiki healing, and chakra clearing on myself, energy grid working. I used to send, and I still will, and still have, send Reiki energy to the planet from wherever I am, just because I wanted to, and just because I knew that I could. We all have a powerful energetical frequency within us. We are a frequency. And if you could share that with the planet, if you could share that with someone who's stressful, who's overthinking, worried, sick, send that energy to them mentally, telepathically, either if you believe you can or not. Just do it. 1 second, 1 minute. You can do whatever you put your mind to. I hope this video has brought you some type of clarity, some type of remembrance of who you are. And I'll see you on the next one. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, comment, blah, 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 blah. You know all that good stuff. Peace.